2 lives. Yo, what's going on? It's someone that's no one, and welcome back to today's report. Today's report is coming from Unforgiven off Earwood. When this happened, 2004, the drug used was Datura at a dose of 400 seeds plus 5 leaves. The route of administration was through a T, gender, male, weight, 125 pounds, and the setting was in his house. So this is a pretty classic Datura report, showcasing a good amount of the physical effects and a good amount of delirium as well. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to like it, and without further ado, let's dive right into it. Okay, this incident was the first and last time I tried Datura. 9:30, I successfully found the plant and plucked about 5 mature leaves and 2 of the spiky fruits. At about 9:45, I started brewing some tea with all the leaves and seeds. 10. I brewed the tea strong until it was dark black. I drank about half a mug, and that was it. 10:30. It hit me. Hard. Every time I stood up, it felt like an intense force of gravity was pulling me down. I was forced to sit back down. After this, I only remember specific bits and pieces. I lost complete track of time, and I was tripping and hallucinating intensely. I found myself falling in and out of reality and dreams. It felt as though I was living 2 lives. One incident happened where I got out of bed in my dream state and opened the bathroom door only to see my dad behind the sink adjusting some pipes. The thing is, my dad had left around 9 a.m. in the morning for work. Then I found myself going to the bathroom again in a semi-dream state, and I saw the bathroom flooding. I had done this without realizing what was happening. In another incident, I was smoking imaginary cigarettes, and when I awoke, I found myself holding a pack. I don't see how this happened. This is all I remember. It was as if I had gone through 2 days of my life in the span of 10 hours. I remember I was really stupid and acting weird for about 2 days after my trip. Note that during my trip, I would walk around semi-conscious, feeling as if I was awake, but still asleep in reality. I have to admit, though, that I felt very powerful for some reason, and I liked it. I remember hearing myself talk to people who weren't there. For instance, a good friend of mine, A, was standing by my bathroom, and I said, "What's up?" and waved to her. She waved back, but she was actually in Germany at that point in time. This is the strangest incident I remember. I got up out of bed and asked my dad if he wanted a drink. I go down to the kitchen, grab and bring up 2 beers, and sit down on my chair in my room. I repeatedly tell my dad to take his drink when I saw him walking around, but he couldn't reply. Again, my dad had left at 9 a.m. in the morning. This was so strange. I actually laugh now when I think about it. Though I'm not personally eager to try Datura again, I have to say I underestimated its power. I now respect the drug, and one day I may give it another go, but with my friends and a sitter. A word of advice: if anyone is thinking of trying Datura, please go slow. Have a little and see how you feel. If you feel you need more, gradually increase the dosage. Always, always have a sitter. I know if I had, I wouldn't have done such stupid shit. I feel quite embarrassed now when I think of what I did. Anyways, go enjoy Datura, the holy drug. I consider this because it really changed me in a way I can't describe. So, here we are talking about Datura stramonium, the moonflower of death. So if you aren't a classic here on the channel, then you may not know about Datura and what exactly it is and what it does. So let's break it down a little bit before we go into this report here. So this plant is pretty much everywhere around the world and has like 9 different species identified. Most commonly, people come across the stramonium variety, but that doesn't mean the others won't give a user a strong trip. The plant itself is considered to be a poison and even has been used as a weapon in cases due to its potential to completely leave a user helpless. The physical effects of it include drowsiness, heaviness, dehydration, heart problems, cramping, motor loss control, difficulty urinating, and much more. And since this is a delirium, the cognitive effects are typically unpleasant and unpredictable. We can see examples here from Unforgiven with seeing his dad, who was actually at work, and imagining that he was smoking cigarettes that might not have been there. These are common hallucinations to experience among seeing shadow people, insects, and other unpleasant beings. The drug can leave you very fearful and paranoid, or it might make you delusional and unaware of how you're acting and how messed up everything is at the moment. So for the most part, this substance doesn't provide a pleasant experience. From all of the reports we've done, just about all of them have led to pretty difficult or incoherent experiences that were not desired to be repeated. And I think the same here can be said for Unforgiven. I don't think anything he reported really is what most people are looking for. He seemed like he had no clue what was going on really, and that's the dangerous part, and probably the reason a sitter is recommended so heavily. For all you know, you could go out, get hit by a car, to invading somebody's house by accident, to, fighting with the police and resisting arrest. The trip can make you seem like you're a completely cracked out motherfucker, and if it gets to the point, you'll be taken down by force, out of fear. But disregarding all of that, let's bring up some other reports here to compare, which will only be bringing up the most recent one since there's like 12 of these bitches. And that report happens to be A Late Summer Night's Dream by Estromer, who took only 80 seeds in comparison. Now the doses aren't always based upon seed amount, as they vary in their potency. Now Estromer actually thought these were morning glory seeds, which contains LSA, an entirely different compound. We see he had motor loss control problems as he kept falling down, dry mouth, urination issues, and other common side effects. What he remembers, though, is just a set of bits and pieces, similar to Unforgiven. He remembers it as a dream and talking to people who weren't there, to seeing and feeling objects that aren't there, and even some dark trippy moments throughout. But his friends account him as pretty much acting like a buffoon that really had no idea what he was doing. So really you can see this substance has the power to just rip away everything you are and how you function. And we're going to end it there. If you want to see more Datura reports or more delirium reports or anything, let me know in the comments below and we'll get to it. If you liked the video, hey, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow the socials. It's been someone that's no one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.